Hello, you're welcome to Study Tester. This is a video version of another book from Study Tester English Academy. The book title is Oral English, and I'm Anoluwa Boluwatife Steven. In this lesson, we're examining stress rules. Stress is an important suprasegmental or prosodic feature of speech. Prosodic is from the word prosody, and prosodic will have two meanings. One from a linguistic point of view and the other from poetry. So from a linguistic perspective, prosody is the study of stress, rhythm, intonation, and related attributes of speech. So what is stress? Stress simply means an accent or emphasis. An accent is a higher pitched or stronger articulation of a particular syllable of a word in order to distinguish it from the other syllables. There are three main features of a stressed syllable, namely the loudness, the duration of its pronunciation, and the pitch. Meaning a stressed syllable sounds louder, longer, and higher than the unstressed syllable. Stress is indicated using a mark called diacritic. Alternatively, a stressed syllable can be capitalized, since capitalization as a punctuation mark can be used to express emphasis. I have about 15 rules in this book, which I will be analyzing in my subsequent videos. And I have chosen to use both the diacritic and capitalization to indicate the stressed syllable because while capitalization can represent the primary stress, it cannot represent the secondary stress. So a word that has secondary stress might be compromised if only capitalization is used. Meanwhile, wherever I teach stress, I like to make reference to the secondary stress where necessary. The primary stress mark is the superscript that is sent up by the stressed syllable, while the secondary stress mark is the subscript that is sent down by the stressed syllable as well. So the secondary stress is equally some sort of emphasis, only that it's not as strong as the primary or main stress. Let's take note, I made these rules based on the suffixes. Suffixes are morphemes added to the end of a word. And remember that there are no rules without exceptions. However, I'm confident that these rules are generalizable because I checked everywhere from the dictionary. So I shall be analyzing the phonic behavioral patterns of the vowel letters as they occur in the stressed and unstressed syllables of the following word. Now the rule. Rule 1 says, words that end with ik, represented as letters I, C, are stressed on the second syllable from the end. Prosodic. Prosodic. The letter O in the second syllable from the end, which is the stressed syllable, is sounding as O because that syllable is carrying a stress mark. The first syllable of this word should be pr and not pro. If you pronounce it as pro, you're putting a stress mark on it and it's wrong. So prosodic. Prosodic. Pr. The vowel sound there in the first syllable of this word is a schwa sound. And the schwa sound is one sound in English that can never be stressed. It is vowel 12 of the International Phonetic Alphabet. Prosodic. Fantastic. Fantastic. Here, the stress mark is also on the second syllable from the end. Abiotic. Here we have two stress marks. The primary stress mark is on the second syllable from the end, and there is a secondary stress mark on the first syllable of this word, abiotic. Diplomatic, not diplomatic. The syllable that is having letters PLO, if you pronounce it as plo, you'll be wrong. Because if you do that, you're putting the stress mark on that syllable, which is wrong. The syllable has no stress mark, so it shouldn't sound as plo, it should be diplomatic. This word too has two stress marks. The secondary stress is on the first syllable of the word on D, and the primary stress is on the ma, diplomatic. The same thing goes to egocentric. You say egocentric and not ego. When you say go, you're putting the stress mark on GO, and it's wrong. The primary stress is on sen, and the secondary stress is on the first syllable of the word. Genetic, not genetic. When you say genetic, you've put the stress mark on the first syllable GE, and that's why you're saying genetic, and it's a wrong way to pronounce the word. It should be genetic. Say schwa sound, you should not put emphasis on it. You should just glide over it. Okay, genetic, not genetic. All right. Strategic, dramatic, gigantic, photographic. Here, the syllable having letters PHO is stressed secondarily. Okay, so the letter O there will sound as O, O. But the letter O in the second syllable from the beginning having letters TO, that letter O should not sound as O. So you should not say photo. It should be photo, photo. That letter O in the second syllable is the schwa sound. It's sounding as the schwa sound. It is not stressed. And that is why you don't have a stress mark on that syllable. So please don't pronounce that O. It should be photo, 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 photographic. Exactly. Photographic. Then comic. This is a bisyllabic word, words having two syllables. But the rule still applies. The rule says second from the end syllable should be stressed. So in this case, the syllable that is second from the end will be the first syllable. And that's why the stress mark is on ko, comic. The same applies to logic and magic. The first syllable of the word will be stressed because the first syllable happens to be the second syllable from the end. Episodic, not episodic. This word is from the word episode. So one might think the word should be pronounced as episodic. If you do that, you're wrong. Episodic, because the syllable that is having letters SO is stressed. So that letter O there will sound as O, episodic. Hypnotic, not hypnotic. Hypnotic is from the word hypnosis. So in hypnosis, the stress is on the first syllable, hip. But in this case, the word has changed because you have a suffix now ending with IC. So the stress will also move its position to the second syllable. And once it gets to that second syllable, the sound of the letters there will also change. So hypnosis changes to hypnotic, nautic, not nautic. Take note, the word is hypnotic. Ballistic, ballistic. Endothermic. Here, this word has two syllables, two stress marks too. The primary stress mark is on the second to the end, and the secondary stress mark is on the first syllable from the beginning. Terrific, economic, electric, acrobatic, diabolic. I've talked about magic already. The same rule applies to comic and logic. They are bisyllabic words. Encyclopedic. Here, this second syllable from the end, the letter E will sound as E because that syllable is stressed. I'm trying to bring out the importance of the stress mark in syllable pronunciation. It is the stress mark that dictates the way the syllable will sound. Okay, so encyclopedic, encyclopedic, pedic, traumatic, schematic, eclectic. Eclectic is meaning something that is broad or heterogeneous. Okay, so the second syllable from the end here is having letter E, and it is stressed, so the letter E there will sound as E. And the first syllable of this word is also having letter E. That letter E is not stressed, so you wouldn't say eclectic. Okay, it's not having a stress mark on it, so it should be eclectic. Then romantic, romantic, frantic. Stress is also on the second syllable from the end, which happens to be its own first syllable. So I want you to practice this rule. Try it on a few other words that end with IC and see if it checks out. Okay, I guarantee you the rule is generalizable. It's true. So thank you very much. You can watch more video lessons on my YouTube page, Official Study Tester Academy, and please remember to subscribe. See you in lesson 2.